can wholeheartedly say most of these are figures from my childhood. Very few are sealed. Down here, gathering what white pieces I can, attempting to rebuild Nuju Hortica. It was a while before I found Pride Axe pieces, but he's in one piece now. And of course, the Legend of Tsushima Constructors. I adore these figures. Easily my favorite fantasy theme within LEGO. Essentially, these three figures are hand-me-downs. Who among you remember Knight's Kingdom? I certainly do. The year escapes me, and I thought it was great. However, once I got a hold of these figures, I was not impressed. Yeah, they construct. Very limited. Vladek here, and Jaco, as I do remember their names. I definitely say it's like the 1% of Bionicle's quality. And the books. Big variety here. One thing I love, how Vakama was very pre-alpha stage here. Eventually his mask would look very different on the actual cover and the entirety of the film. Many loose pieces over here. Originally toolboxes, but they're great for storing the extra parts. In fact, this is from a Slicer, also known as a Throwbot. Gray pieces, got the idea from LEGO to do it by color, and a lot of random stuff, but all incomplete. Recall the Robo Riders? I don't, as Bionicle definitely took priority. Remember, you are dust, and to dust you shall return. I especially love, I have my original Kanoka cards. I didn't care that any of them were not winners, but just having them makes it all the more authentic. Posters here of the assembly with the Metro Nui Matoran. And down here, is that Kopaka? Yes it is. Beautiful poster of the first year of figures. And Tahu. Toa Fire and Ice, always a rivalry between these two, even when they became Toa Nuva. Everything on the top shelf is sealed. Some of you may wonder what these smaller canisters are. These are the Slicers, also known as Throwbots, the predecessor to Bionicle. I believe it went Slicers, Robo Riders, and then Bionicle. Currently I'm devoting these shelves to the first 3 years of Matanui. My first figure is Tahu Nuva here, along with Onua Nuva. Have here the Metro Nui shelf, Disc of Time down there, and yes, Lacan, I promise I will rebuild Kikanalo so you may be reunited. Voya Nui is starting here, along with Mari Nui. Then we jump into 2008 and 9, which I'm starting to collect for the first time. Learn to love the Fantalka and the Mystica, because they were less about intricate movements and more like the traditional action figure. Yeah, Bionicle never was traditional. Every year was more different than the last. And the modern reboot, some call it G2. Only thing not sealed here is Tahu back there, but everything else is. Even got the original comic books stashed behind the boxes. Yes, this may be the holy grail of Bionicle. Takuta Nova, Toys R Us exclusive, sealed. Beautiful piece, both Bionicle and Toys R Us. I'd say Toys R Us is more of the forgotten relic, because Bionicle certainly is not. Here is perhaps the most obscure LEGO and Bionicle product I own. It's the Paraka Ball Shooter. It was released in 2006. As you see, Voya Nui is there, next to the Bionicle logo. Not made by LEGO, but branded with the namesake. In fact, I think it only says Bionicle, not LEGO. A big misconception that even I believed at one point in time is that you need to be rich to do any type of collecting, especially that in toys. No, that is in fact a myth. It's all about personal management. Knowing your priorities, knowing your budget, but especially knowing what you love. To close out, Bionicle's effect is ever powerful, as I pretty much tore out this whole room when it was once a steady filled with books from multiple decades. It's an endeavor that I have put my time and money to because it has affected me to this extent, one that I never thought it would. 2001, first seeing the Toa appear in the commercial breaks, that's where it all started, and has led up to this moment. So thank you for participating and all the support. And as Vakama says,
this is the way. of the Bionicle.